What's up YouTube? For today's video, we're a full fake Pokemon card team! Hello, I'm back from holiday, people. It's good to be back. Now, I actually have been back for a few days, but I got a virus directly after coming back for some reason, so that's been fun for about 4 to 5 days, so I'm feeling a lot better, and I can finally get out of bed, and I wanted to do a fun video. So I picked up a couple of fake Pokemon cards boxes on holiday, and I thought I'd, unbox a couple and do a team representing these amazingly legitimate cards. So obviously I couldn't show all of them at the start. There's like lots of them. So I'll probably be opening the rest of them on my Twitch. If you guys want to come and watch the stream, I'll probably be doing that after this video or the next day. Somewhere around there. Just make sure you follow me on Twitch. Link is in the description. Pimpnite YT on Twitch. Alright, so we got 2 battles today. These are pretty interesting battles, and we got a battle against Hunt on my Discord. If you guys want to come to Discord, link is also in the description. I do all my battles there pretty much, and lots of people ask where do you do 6v6 battles. That's a great place. We've got thousands of people there if you want to come and battle. Alright, so we've got a Castform lead setting up that rain net. Now, if you guys did pay attention to the start of the video, I had the Wobbuffet in like the Tyranitar outfit, so I thought I'd call the Wobbuffet Tyranitar and use that as a representation of that amazing card. So what I get from that picture, right, is sort of, it's got the Wobbuffet with the little suit on. It's sort of, it kind of looks like a Mega Evolution in the background. That's what I got from that card anyway. I'm actually looking forward to opening the rest of the cards. As said, I will be streaming that one too. If you guys want to see that video uploaded, or I could do it as a little fun series maybe sometimes, let me know. Alright, so we're going to go for a very offensive Wobbuffet here. Wobbuffet does have a Mirror Coat and counter, so I thought I'd pop on a Z move for Wobbuffet and get that lipstick flowing on the Mirror Coat. Psychium Z Mirror Coat, guys. So this set was Mirror Coat, Counter, Destiny Bond, and Encore. You know, Wobbuffet's got a very shallow move poo. Man, move poo. Can we get that as a top comment? So, I've got an amazing move poo here, and we've got a shiny Lapras coming in here. I can't do anything to that. Obviously, I had Shadow Tag on the Wobbuffet too. I really wanted to trap the opponent and actually see if I get, a general KO with that move. Alright, so I've got the Lapras going for a little Waterfall. It's a physical set, and my bulky Pikachu goes down. Yes, my bulky Pikachu called Butterfree. It was a, if you noticed at the start, there was like a Butterfree, like a Pikachu with the Butterfree around, which looks pretty cool actually. Alright, so we've got a Dragon Dance Lapras here. I swapped back into more Wobbuffet. I thought they may have Dragon Dance on this set. I do have Encore in this, so I thought, okay, if they don't go like directly for a Waterfall straight away, I can go for an Encore and, cut them into that Dragon Dance and maybe work around it with another Pokemon. So going for the Encore on the Lapras. Unfortunately, I've Encored it into using Waterfall instead of Dragon Dance, so I really can't do too much here. I probably would have been better to go for the counter, but let's face it, I probably would have got flinched if I went for counter. Alright, so Wobbuffet's down, so we're off to a little bit of a shaky start to the battle. At least, guys, we've got rid of Castform. That was a threatening Pokemon. Alright, speaking of threatening Pokemon, we're going to swap in the Aggron. Now, you're probably confused why this is called Raticate. Now, on the Aggron, I don't know like lots and lots about the Pokemon TCG, but on the description of the gold Aggron, it actually all of the cards I noticed in that series had Raticate. The name was Raticate. Like it was like a little box on there. I may have actually zoomed it in, but if you look at the recording at the start, it should be there. So it was actually called Raticate. Unfortunately, my strategy does not perform very well. It was a Endeavor Sandstorm strategy with Sturdy, Double Team, and Rock Polish. Absolute scum. And item is Bright Powder. And we had max speed on that set, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so we got the Aerodactyl coming in. This is a special Aerodactyl. Now, I thought I'd include this Aerodactyl because of that amazing Aerodactyl card you guys saw in the start of the video. So, looking at Aerodactyl's special set, it's pretty good. It actually had Hyper Beam on the front of the card, so I thought I'd put Hyper Beam on there. And I thought I'd call it appropriate nickname as well. So we've got Ancient Power for Stab, we got Air Cutter for Stab, and we got Laser Focus just to make sure we get some extra 100% crit step. Alright, so we got I think it said Ultimate Aerodactyl on this card. Yeah, that was it. Ultimate Aerodactyl. Some of the cards are quite funny. Now, there was a lot of the cards in there that actually kind of mimicked, they had the same artworks, and they were actually pretty close. Like little things like the font was sort of like stretched out, you could tell. And maybe some other things for people who know like lots more about that topic, but that's what I noticed. Probably the most noticeable was the stretched out fonts, and that just didn't quite look right. Oh, the question of today, people. Have you ever had a fake Pokemon card? Let me know what Pokemon card you had, or did someone try like scumbag sell you one? Let me know. I want to hear your story in the comment section. And I don't really have lots of fake Pokemon card stories. I've never really had one. These ones are probably the first one I had, and I actually have to admit, they're pretty hilarious. Alright, so we got the Ditto getting our Shrek there, and now we got the Whiscash coming in. Now, this is Greninja. This was Ultimate Greninja. We had to use Shadow Sneak on this set because I had Shadow Sneak on the front of the card. So I thought, being a ninja, I'm going to teach it all like priority moves. So we got Shadow Sneak, Water Shuriken, quick Attack, and Work Up, Ability Protein, and Item King Drop. So we got Max Special Attack and Max Attack. Like, there was no need to put any speed on this thing because we're going to be going first all the time. I actually did think about going max alpha. I decided to go for like a, like a mixed attacking set. All right, so we're going to get some nice crits on this. Whiscash. Damn, getting my W Pokemon mixed up there. Oh, speaking of W, I like how Whiscash has got the W on its head. It actually took me like nearly my entire Pokemon life to, notice that one. There's got to be someone who didn't notice that. There's got to be someone. Anyway, so we got Whiscash here. We're going to go for another Water Shuriken on the Whiscash. It's doing some pretty solid damage, and man, it actually gets shredded there because I only hit it twice right, and the King Drop actually kicks in only on 2. I was so lucky there. Usually I'm banking on with a Water Shuriken to hit like 4 to 5 times, to get that flinch. But man, Whiscash got... Man, Greninja done dirty on that one. All right, so we got 2 more Pokemon left. And I've got 3, so things looking pretty nice. So we got Luminium. Really great to see Luminium being used. Such a cool Pokemon. I actually hope they do something with Luminium and give us some cool moves in the next game or something like that. All right, so Quick Attack it's a 3-hit KO, not too bad. Luminium's actually going to hit me with a pretty powerful Scald there, not taking me out and also not burning me. Burning would have been good because that would have, obviously halved my attack, and Quick Attack wouldn't have done so much. Here I went for the Shadow Sneak, just showing off what the other move I had. It didn't really matter what move I used. All right, so we got the Scald. That's going to finish off my Greninja. Greninja did a pretty good job there. We got the Aerodactyl left and one other Pokemon. So into the Ultimate Aero again. I was actually thinking about just going for Air Cutter to finish it off and not risking any Ancient Powers or anything like that. And that is going to take it out in one shot. So we got one more Pokemon left, and I've also got one more hidden Pokemon too. You guys can probably guess what it's going to be. So we got Tropius. I really love Tropius. Great to see Tropius being used. And this is a pretty cool set too. I actually need a drink of water. If I'm a little bit short on breath, it's just I'm not actually used to narrating videos. It's been... I narrated a whole bunch of videos before I went on holiday. I just got Shrek by Leaf Blade. And then I got this weird-ass fire. I'm still kind of sweating a little bit from it, but yeah. When you make videos and you narrate like a lot and you stop doing it for like 2 to 3 weeks, it's actually quite hard to get back into. Anyway, so the last Pokemon is a Pancham. You guys seen the Pancham in the Darkrai outfit, which I think was pretty cool. I know some of these images I noticed were like ripped off like from like merchandise, other cards, or just like random like artworks of stuff. I don't know, it's like super funny. That's what I noticed the trend anyway. So this is a bulk up Drain Punch set, a very, very bulky Pancham. Now I actually got 3 sweeps with this Pancham, so if you guys want to see Epic Pancham Sweeper, I will put that up sometime. I got 3 sweeps with it. It was like the best Pokemon on my team, like easily. Like looking at my team, like the Pikachu was trash, the Aggron was trash, the Wobbuffet was trash, like, and the Greninja was just like luck based. A lot of the time it could get like one-shotted. I'd say that was a fair assumption of this team. It was quite trash, but it was fun to use. All right, so we're gonna go for the rest here. Now this Tropius was actually kind of scary because I had Leaf Blade, right? It critted me, and I just lived the next one just due to my, pure bulkiness. Now, it's going to have Dragon Heads, which are going to boost the stats, attack and speed, mainly attack we're kind of worried about here. Matching my, my bulk up defensive boost. Now, obviously, we had the Tropius using the Harvest ability on its berry, which is pretty cool. I really like the Harvest ability on the Tropius, and it was really nice, though, using one of my favorite moves with that. Maybe I should do a video one day on my favorite Pokemon moves. I don't know. I feel like I want to do that. So we're going to get the Cobra again. So when that's harvested and natural gift, it's a pretty, pretty powerful move against my Pancham. All right, so we've got the Tropius just loading up its attack with the Dragon Dance. I'm hoping I get something decent like a Drain Punch just for some, for some damage, or a bulk up to match that Dragon Dance boost. And of course, I get rest and it's going to fail, which is fine because, guys, I'm used to that kind of stuff. So we've got the natural gift here. That's the fastest animation in the game as well. I actually found that out. It was like during like a multi-battle or something. I laughed for like a good minute, just like how fast the animation is. It probably will look a lot slower on this because it's like a recording. Okay, so anyway, Tropius is on its last legs there. Its last big look. Damn, speaking of his legs, look how thick they are. Man, that guy don't miss a leg day at the gym. So we got some nice big thick legs on the other side of the field. Getting that protect, getting that harvest, and getting that Cobra Berry back there. It's going to be spamming natural gift like it's never spammed before. It's doing a lot of damage to Panchow. One more is going to absolutely body me. I'm going to go for the Drain Punch on the Troppies here. It's not enough to take it out in Troppius' dreams, and Pancham is going to take it out, people. You thought it was going to level 1 health, didn't you? I tricked you. I tricked you. That is the game, people. Hope you guys enjoyed that first battle. It was a load of fun. And let's get on to the second battle. Man, I need a drink. Holy, I'm like sweating for like no reason. I don't know. I'm still not. I'm probably about 8. Probably not 80%. Probably about 70% over there. I'm probably about like out of 100%. I'm about 70% at the moment. But you know, I miss doing battles and making videos and stuff. And you know, I get super bored. Like when I'm like lying in bed, right? If I can't go to sleep in like 20-30 minutes, I gotta like go do something. Like, and I've had like 6 days of doing nothing, so it's been driving me crazy. Some of you guys will relate to that, or most people will relate to that. All right, so we have a battle. This one's also on my Discord. This was against Rob. We have a Aggron lead here. So I was trying to get my Endeavor strategy off against this thing. Now the problem was right, other than having a dig Pokemon. Man, if I used Earthquake then, that would have been so good. I wish I had Earthquake for that moment. Also, fun little fact, if someone uses Dig under the ground and they get Earthquake, well, they get Shrek for double the damage. So, anyway, I'm going to get digged by the Krugerrock there. It doesn't even take me down to my sturdy with a hindering defensive nature. And I'm going to go for the Endeavor there, and it's going to take it down to the same amount of health as I have. Now, unfortunately, since it was a ground type, my Sandstorm actually wouldn't take it out. So, the idea was to set up the Rock Polish and get some double teams up right with the Bright Powder, then go for the Sandstorm. The Sandstorm's up on the field and just spam Endeavor, and then, you know, they take you down. You take you down to self to 1 health, and then you use Endeavor, then Sandstorm will take them out. Sort of like a really bad level 1 Aron strategy, but with Aggron, but with Bright Powder. Anyway, so that was a complete fail, and now we're going to see a Poliwrath. So we're going to Digivolve here. I know this won't take me out in one shot. It's reasonably bulky Mega Aerodactyl, and I thought I might be able to get, you know, a crit up against this thing. Maybe 2 crits will be enough to take this out. Actually, I just realized something about Mega Aerodactyl, right? When you look at its back, it actually looks like a pencil. Can you imagine like a HP pencil poking out of your back? That'd actually be low-key painful. Anyway, out of the whole time I've played Pokemon, I have not realized that. So go for the laser focus here. We're going to concentrate intensely on that Poliwrath there, and it's going to hit me with a dive. Oh, just living on 10 health there. I just lived. That was so good. And it's going to have Protect. So Protect is actually going to be annoying, right? Because my move actually won't have 100% guaranteed crit anymore. So that kind of sucks. We're going to go for the Air Cutter again on the Poliwrath, and hoping for some big crit damage. And guess what, guys? It doesn't crit. Oh, so Poliwrath is going to live that. It's going to eat a Citrus Berry, and it's going to take me out with a Disrespect Thief. I'm not really sure what team they were going for. It's like, they may have just used like really wacky sets, but I feel like they were going for something there. Maybe I'm not picking up on it because I'm not at full health. I've still got Pokerust, people. I need my Pokerust to cure. Alright, so swapping a Wobbuffet there. We got the Shadow Tag. Old Poliwrath can't escape from this one. And we're going to go for the Psychium Z Miracoat and hopefully net ourselves a KO. Alright, so Wobbuffet. I've used Wobbuffet with Fightinium Z, which is absolutely horrible because number one, you don't get stabbed. And yeah, number one, you don't get stabbed, so it's infinitely weaker than you know, Z Miracoat. Not that Z Miracoat, that Wobbuffet is anything to, like, you know, to write home about, but it's still it's horrible. So where are we on the Wobbuffet set? That was a modest. That was max. I forgot to tell you guys what my amazing EVs were. Max health and max special attack, modest nature. And I've already told you all the rest as well. Alright, so we've got a Persian incoming. I really can't do too much against this thing unless it goes for a physical move like Foul Play or something. But yeah, I'm not really too confident it's actually going to use that. So it's going to go for Work Up. It could go for like a physical Dark type move, but I really don't want to like take that risk because it could just go for 6 and then sweep the rest of my team. So I've got to go for the Encore there, locking it into that move. Then I can safely swap in another Pokemon, or of course a swap on the Alolan Persian itself. And yeah, so we're going to swap out the Wobbuffet, and we're going to go into the Butterfree here, which was my bulky Pikachu. Alright, so bulky Pikachu, let's go over this set. I mean, it could have been a lot bulkier than what I wanted it to be, but it was bulky for a Pikachu. So we got max health and max speed, so we don't have any special attack or attack EVs whatsoever. So let me explain what my strategy was. In this game, in this battle, right, it kind of, looking at the most of my team, like Aggron got messed over, Pikachu, like they really couldn't perform to their fullest. Not that these sets are anything amazing, but they really didn't get the spotlight out of most of the battles. Alright, so we got Nuzzle, Sweet Kiss, Double Slap, and Wish. We got the static ability and item as Razor Fang. So the idea, right, was to Nuzzle, give the opponent, Nuzzle up to him a little bit, get friendly with them, and paralyze them. So once they are paralyzed, right, you can go for the Sweet Kiss, which I'll mention as absolutely amazing accuracy. So the Parafusion, right, and then you spank them with Double Slap, just, back and forth, right, spank them, and then go for the, we'll go for the Double Slap and hope, right, you get a flinch on the Double Slap, and if you don't get a flinch, hope they get Sweet Kissed, Confusioned, and if that doesn't work, hope they get paralyzed, right? And if all of those things don't work, then your luck is crap, like me. So, and then you got Wish, obviously, to heal yourself up, because we all know that Pikachu is going to live every attack at 252 EVs in health. So that was the amazing strategy. Actually, I got to admit, the fake card for the Pikachu and the Pancham, probably my favorite ones out of all of them. They did look quite good on a card. Then you had it's quite funny because then you had I think it was the Aerodactyl had it was sort of like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Had an attack and defense. Like, that was really funny. Like, they were probably my two kind of favorite things about this this series of fake cards. I don't even know. It's sort of like a Pokemon Go rip-off kind of series. I'm not sure. Anyway, so we got this was quite a long bit in the battle because this Pikachu kept swapping, sorry, the Ditto kept swapping and transforming into my Pokemon. And they were probably thinking when they looked at my Pikachu, what am I going to do to this Pikachu? We literally couldn't do anything to each other at all. Double Slap wasn't any, damage to write home about either. Alright, so we got a Wish there. It's throwing a Wish in the well. I'm going to go for a Work Up here. I was thinking I could get a Work Up against this Ditto, take it out, or I could go for a Water Shuriken. Water Shuriken is fairly strong on the Greninja. So getting that Protein, we got the Protein Water Shuriken on the Persian there. It's doing some pretty good damage. I'm hoping I can get 5 attacks up. And the only problem about this is actually get a nice crit here, but the Wish is going to heal up most of its damage. So that was kind of unfortunate that Wish got, kind of got off by the Ditto. The Ditto and one other Pokemon. There was one other Pokemon at the end. You guys should definitely stick around to see this because there's a really cool move that you don't really get to see used, at all and actually work too, or actually come in handy or be a royal pain in the ass. Anyway, so I'm not going to spoil more on that. You gotta watch the end of this battle. So we got 2 Greninjas now on the field. Now I thought I might be able to play some mind games with this Greninja if they don't go for Water Shuriken. Considering I think I've got a negative in attack. I'm not sure what was going on. I was thinking I might be able to go for some mind games with Quick Attack and Shadow Sneak right with the Protein. I was thinking I could get around that. This is what I was thinking. So we had the Arbok here come in, and it was going to drop my attack, right? So I thought, okay, instantly, right, if that Ditto comes in and copies me, right, they won't be expecting, they won't be expecting physical moves, right? They'll be expecting, just special moves. So I thought I might be able to get a couple of work-ups up and then, maybe play around them a bit with Quick Attack and Shadow Sneak. For example, someone could come in and use a Fighting type move, you just go for Shadow Sneak, and you avoid the damage being a Ghost type, and then they could use a Ghost type move. Then you could go for a Quick Attack and change, just be a general pain in the backside. Just what this set was all about. it actually worked fairly well. If you got, I think one battle, right? It was quite funny. Actually misclicked one turn and used Quick Attack on the first turn, and actually it got a flinch, one Quick Attack. It was so funny. Unfortunately, I didn't record that, so I'm really annoyed about that, or I would have thrown it in the bloopers. Alright, so this Ditto is going to come again. I'm about sick of this blue little blob. My Wobbuffet couldn't really do too much either. You guys got to see most of my team just be useless in this battle. So we're going to go for Water Shuriken. It's doing okay damage because it's Greninja, and obviously it's a Ditto as well. And it only hits 2 times, which kind of sucks it. Now we got the Ditto using Water Shuriken here. I actually went for I think I went for Shadow Sneak and Quick Attack and stuff, just to do some damage on this. I could have gone for Water Shuriken as well, but I kept getting outsped and stuff as well. So I thought I might as well get some damage off against this thing and, you know, finish it off with my amazing Pikachu set. So going for the Shadow Sneak here with the Protein, and it does pretty good damage. Oh, also I want to say, I was actually going to talk about my holiday and stuff, you know, what happened and stuff. It was a good time. I'll probably do that on Twitch though, but I'm trying to think of the highlight. There was one night, one of our friends actually bought a wig, right? It was ginger colored, right? So everyone was passing around this ginger wig, right? So everyone, you know, put it on their head and then, you know, take a photo. And I put it on my head, and it looked absolutely amazing, guys. It looked so natural. It was totally me, right? All right, so we got this Ditto coming in. Mirror Coat is actually just going to miss the KO there, and Ditto is actually locked in. Obviously, the opponents can't swap on the Wildfoot due to the Shadow Tag ability. So a very strong ability, but you know, a very predictable Pokemon. So that's the thing about Wildfoot. It's so predictable. And the best set I think I've had with it is my Quick Claw set. That was actually pretty good because I could get a lucky. I actually got. I think the best I did with one Wobbuffet, right, is actually 3 KOs in a row, right? And that was no support from other Pokemon. There's like, I got a Mirror Coat KO, right? I got a Counter KO, and then I got a Quick Claw activation on Destiny Bond, and I took the 3rd Pokemon out. That's probably the best I ever did with one Wobbuffet. I was very proud of that. All right, so here we go. Here's the Hypno. This was an absolute pain in the bum. In a sec, I'm actually going to have to speed the video up because it took so long. So we got the Hypno going for the Protector. I'm going to go for Nuzzle. I thought I could get my strategy up against this thing because, you know, it's a very bulky Pokemon. I was wondering, you know, I've got one more Pokemon left, but it's not very effective against it. How am I going to get past it? If it does have any forms of recovery, you know, I could be in really big trouble. So it's got to have Thief. I noticed quite a few of their Pokemon have Thief. Maybe it was like a thieving or like a stealing Pokemon team. Like I kind of got that impression that, you know, a lot of them had Thief. I'm not really sure. Maybe if someone else can pick up in the comment section. So their move was that I was talking about before was Snatch. So Snatch is a really cool move. Say if you use like a status move, like in this case, the Hypno actually stole my wish there. So it's going to get healed up instead. So the effect, say if you use like Sword Dance or something like that, it'll steal that status and use it on that Pokemon. So it's a really cool move. You really don't ever get to see it used often at all because obviously it's a move that comes 100% down to prediction and of course what the opponent has as well. So if they don't have any like moves that Snatch works on, you know, it's a dead weight move. So it's a very, very gimmicky move, but a really cool move too. I remember, I think, thinking of out of all the Pokemon games, I think Absol was the one like I first seen Snatch on in the Pokemon games. Alright, so anyway, we've got a Z move here. This part I'm going to speed up a lot. This was all out pummeling on my Pancham. Now that's not going to do too much at all. This bit was actually annoying because I was trying to set up the bulk up stride with the set which I really needed, but the problem was the Hypno kept stealing my stats with Snatch. Guys, one thing I learned from this battle between the Pancham and the Hypno is you don't touch a Hypno Snatch, right? So, this set, let's go over what this was. We got a very bulky, defensive Pancham. So, we got Max Health, Max Special Defense, Rest, Sleep, Talk, Drain Punch, and Bulk Up. Definitely the most solid, best set on my team. Now, we got the ability of Scrappy as well, so we can hit Ghost-type Pokemon. That actually came into handy a lot in the bloopers. You'll check that one out. And, of course, I've got a bonus battle at the end, too, which was, you know, that was super handy in there. So we got the item as Everlight as well. And this thing is very, very bulky. Extremely bulky. Alright, so finally Hypno is going to go down. The last Pokemon is the Scaredy Cat. I know that I can take the Scaredy Cat out in one shot. I'm very, very bulky in defense. And even if it's like, there's nothing it can do to me. And that is pretty much the game. So this battle, like the first battle, I think the first battle was like 28 turns. But this battle was like 56 turns. It was such a long battle. Like, I thought I did a longer battle earlier on, but this one was even longer. Anyway, people, I hope you enjoyed both these battles. And, yeah, make sure you check me out on Twitch, people. Link is in the description if you are a new viewer. Hope you like the video and subscribe. All right. Peace, people.